ومن عين لا تدمع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعاء لا يستجاب له. آمين آمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم ألهمنا وسددنا، اللهم اجعلنا مفاتيحا للخير لا غالقا للشر، واجعل الخير على أيدينا، واجعلنا هداة مهديين غير ضالين أو مضلين أو فاتنين أو مفتونين أو مبدلين أو مبتدعين، بفضلك وجودك وكرمك وإحسانك يا رب العالمين. وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you. Okay, we have a list of questions that we have asked volunteers to email or to text so that we don't waste time waiting for people to think. Okay. Now, this list, Da'i has the same list, and we will go through the list of questions one by one. Okay, we will go straight into it. Ustazah Fatia sends her salam. She's on the way. She's been delayed, so we will start off right away so that we don't waste any time. So the first question relates to our work here in the mosque with the tourists. It's called "What are the in tourism in Islamic perspective?" What's the goal? What we are doing? Thank you.
Number one, as a volunteer, you should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, allow you to spend some time for sabilillah to elevate the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because what is your goal? The goal is very simple. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted your country with beautiful masajid like that. And many people come in and out. But now, what is the purpose of the masjid? One of the main purpose of the masjid, to elevate the deen of Allah, to spread the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And by you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use you to do that. Now, you should be, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, asking Allah to make you a role model and to make you the cause to anyone coming in the masjid, he leave with a message, Muslim or non-Muslim. And you will understand this point later on with the rest of the question.
Thank you. Okay. The next question is very interesting, and I think we got this a lot. When we convey Islam to our visitors, should one take a neutral approach or be proactive? Thank you.
One of the main pillars in Hidayah is to remember, is not the argue, is not the speech. Is number one is your manner, your conduct. This number one. Number two is don't ever think you want to win. What it meaning? You have to, we're going to go through it because I scanned the question quick, and this all over. For example, you have people from different country, you have people from different faith, they coming, some of them carry ague. Now, do I have to win? No, you don't have to. This is not the time of winning. Listen to the sentence and don't ever forget it. To win the heart, better than winning a conversation. And to lose a heart, to win a conversation, this is the ultimate loss. Do you understand that or no? Meaning, somebody argue with you, you give it to him. You win. But now he's leaving, very hurt, very upset, very angry. You lost. And the message is lost. But he argued. And you make him win. And you make dua for him. You win. And this, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, later on, Allah can put barakah in it for you. Because I will explain it to you later on. May Allah forgive me. To do da'wah to Allah today is not easy. Do you know why? It's not because of the problem. It is because of us. We do not have the quality. We do not have the quality. And it's very easy to do da'wah to Allah and you become a mushrik. You have shirk. Why? I have to. I want. We have to. I have to. I give it to him. Where is Allah? Is no Allah. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. If you remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala attribute Allah al-Hadi. Allah al-Hadi. What meaning? The owner of guidance. It's not me. Me and you is a tool. Like the spoon. The spoon, you put it in the tea. Does it cause the tea to be sweet? Is the sugar causing the sweet? The spoon only a tool. That's why you have to keep thinking, I am just a tool. If Allah accepts, I will explain to you very, very powerful very soon. That's why don't ever try to win a conversation. And this also coming with iman, with basira, with nur, with humble and humility, tawada. Why? Because this will allow me to sense who I'm talking to. Okay? We will come to the time, how many kind of people. But this basira from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will allow me to sense who I'm talking to. This is why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, what he said, خَاطِبُ النَّاسِ عَلَى قَدْرَ عُقُولِهِمْ. Talk to people according to their level, according to their thinking. And another hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he used to send people to propagate Islam, he asked us to propagate Islam with what? With al-sinat al-qawl, with the tongue of the people. What it meaning? Some scholar translated with the language of the people. But it goes deeper than that. Because the language is the people containing their culture, their custom, the way you think. I might speak your language, only language, but I do not know your culture. I can say a thing if offended you. I can say a thing if upset you. That's why if you're not familiar with the people thinking and their thought and where they're coming from, you can make a lot of mistakes. And what happens is, as a da'iyah, you do not want to leave the people with a bad image. Bad image by yourself, by your smell, by your attitude, by your manner, and most of all, by your conversation. Don't. Be careful.
Okay, that's very interesting because that really brings us to the next question about not arguing with the non-Muslims. So how does one balance in conveying the religion and respecting the beliefs of others, as we are asked to respect others' way of life? So how is this balance achieved, or should we try to achieve the balance?
Again, when I read all these questions, each one of these questions can take a session by itself. Huge session. Why? Because Islam and Dawah, I cannot make a formula fit all. It will not happen. But I want you to keep in your mind, because today we do not understand. Even if somebody non-Muslim or an ignorant give you a talk, and the talk is against Islam, do I have to win? No. Islam doesn't need me and doesn't need you. This is what we think when we have a cartoon, the American cartoon 2 years ago. You have over 50 million websites against Islam. Don't worry about it. The enemy of Islam from the time before we came until we died. We're not going to win by a conversation again or by sentence. And this also, it needs a lot of basira. Because believe it or not, this topic is really need a lot. Why? I give you example. If the person who talked to you is a Christian, is an atheist, he has a different religion, he's educated, he's not educated, he's ignorant, he carries just a stereotype. And can you win was a person like that in a few minutes? No way. You remember Imam Shafi'i, what he said? He said, if an ignorant debate me, he win. If an ignorant debate me, Imam Shafi'i, he win. If a scholar debate me, I win. He know his knowledge. But if the person has no knowledge, how he can win? You see, I will show you a piece of the message later on, explain this. I will explain to you the power of da'wah. Power of da'wah. Because the power of da'wah is not in your tongue. It's not in your language. It's not in your, well, you know, how much I give him or give her. No. You add to that, if our people in dunya, do you think the non-Muslim is really religious? Is no. And a lot of what they alter to you is a stereotype, they heard it already. Wallahi, I swear by Allah, you want to win a conversation? I will tell you. Take the person or get with you some fruits, some ice cream, some food. Be generous and kind. Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu said, if you want to own the heart of the person, shove him with generosity. Fill him with your generosity. Conversation can be forgotten. But for example, it's too hot, and you went and you give him coconut and some fruit. He will never forget that. This is more powerful. And most of all, your niyyah. Your niyyah. And again, I want you to not ever forget that. You are working for Allah. You're not Allah. Astaghfirullah. Be careful. Because a lot of us today, even big people without mentioning name, in the whole ummah, the way we talk, like I have it. We do not have nothing. Thank Allah, Allah used you. That's it. This is the main pillar of Islam and da'wah to Allah. Imagine Rasulullah, he did not talk by himself. He waited until Jibreel come. Ya Muhammad say, Ya Muhammad say, Ya Muhammad say, Ya Muhammad say, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and Allah tell him what to say. Do you have Jibreel? No. Do I have Jibreel? No, alayhi salam. By the way, if you ask me, the power of da'wah, dhikrullah. And the value. The value. Remember Rasulullah he said, if Allah used you to guide one person, better for you than the whole earth and what it contains. This is the power of da'wah. The power of da'wah is before I look at you, oh Allah, open the heart of the person. Oh Allah, open for me. Give me the gift, Ya Allah. You are the Hadi, Ya Allah. You are the Fattah, Ya Allah. You are the owner of everything. But if you use da'wah with mine, you finished. I will show you right now. I will show you something very powerful. Very powerful. And if you learn it, you get the master. You get a doctorate degree in da'wah. I will show you. Very soon.
Okay, interesting. Especially the part where you say Imam Shafi'i said you argue with somebody who's ignorant and that person will win. So, from your experience in doing your da'wah work, when do the best opportunities arise to influence visitors or somebody who seems to be interested? How do you recognize? Because as you said, you can't judge a book by its cover. So how do you know it's an opportunity? How do you grab it?
How you grab opportunity? Before I answer that, let's see this segment. And I will explain to you this segment, what the story behind it. Okay? This, I believe, if you master this piece of knowledge now, you master the whole da'wah in the front of Allah. You remember Khalid ibn al-Walid radiallahu and Amr ibn al-As. Two people. Nobody killed companion more than them. Nobody killed companion of Rasulullah more than them. They were the most enemy of Islam. They killed the majority of the people of Uhud. Okay? Later on, some of the companions asked Rasulullah to go to Mecca to make Umrah. Jibreel alayhi salam came to Rasulullah. He said, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Khalid ibn Walid and Amr ibn al-As and group of Mecca, they coming to meet your people. They coming to meet your people, and they want to provoke a fight. Because the treaty was, O Muhammad, if you want people to come to Umrah, let them come without no weapon at all, zero weapon. And the plan is, the companion coming from Medina, going to Mecca, the kuffar from Mecca go, provoke a fight, they have excuse to break the treaty, now they kill them all. But Rasulullah said, under any circumstance, don't raise your arm. Even raise your arm, don't do it. And among these people was Bilal radiallahu anhu. Now, I will show you of Islam, Khalid radiallahu anhu. This was the beginning. This is the beginning of the cause of Khalid ibn al-Walid radiallahu anhu to be a Muslim. He went to kill all these Muslims. And when he came, and Bilal radiallahu anhu, he looked, what Bilal doing now? He's doing da'wah by heart. He's doing what? Da'wah by heart. He kept looking to Khalid. And in his heart, he making dua. He's connecting his heart to Allah. You see the da'wah now? He's connecting his heart to Allah. And he begged Allah to guide him. Not for him, for Islam. He's not scared for himself. Now look what Allah did. What Allah did. He translated that. And what he did, Khalid radiallahu anhu, he talked later. He said, I was amazed. I was expecting him to fear me. But his eyes, he doesn't have fear. His eyes doesn't have revenge. His eyes have no anger. What he has in his eye, it makes Khalid go crazy. What he has in his eye. Why he look at me like this? Why he look at me with empathy? Why he look at me like he won't give me something? What he can give me? This is generated the power of Allah. Allah took the message of Bilal radiallahu anhu, he dropped it in the heart of Khalid. And now Khalid for 2 days he cannot go to sleep. And all he has the image of the eyes of Bilal. That's it. No conversation. What is that? Only one thing. Only one thing. The eyes of Bilal. He said, why? Because Khalid is a big. He's a master. And Bilal is a slave. He said, how? How he look at me like I'm the slave, I need something from him. What he has to give me. You see the power? Not a conversation. Not an argue. Not a weapon. Nothing. It is the iman of Bilal and carrying the message of Allah. And he asked Allah, not his tongue, he asked Allah to take this message and put it in the heart of Khalid. 2 days later, Khalid and Amr ibn al-As came to embrace Islam. And what do you think now? Is this not enough for all of us? Is the people who are coming in here provoke us with a horse? Provoke us with a weapon? No. It's only a dog. You know, I'm not interested. Now I can do this what we waiting for. This what Allah waiting for. I can tell you, no, I give you a coconut, 2 coconuts, dozen coconuts, make dua for you. And make you live happy. There is the power of dua. Because today, believe it or not, if I talk to you about this topic, if you look at Japanese people or European, it's not here. They have no concepts of even creator. Creator is not in their mind. They are even beyond atheists. Do you want to finish and give them dawah in a few minutes? No way. Look at this. Look at this. What kind of dawah he gave? By the way, if you're a Muslim, believe in Allah is the Hadi. Allah is a Fattah. You do not have to talk. You do not have to talk. I look, I make dua for you. And I said, Allah, you are the Hadi. Open for so and so. One day, I was giving dawah to this lady. This lady was not a regular lady. She was the secretary of the mayor of Paris. Multi-millionaire. I give her da'wah. No way. After she left, I make 2 rak'ah for Allah. And I said, Allah, I did what I have to. You do what you have to. I'm paralyzed. I cannot do it. She needs something from you, Ya Allah. The following day, she was cooking something in the kitchen. She hit her head. She get cut. She went unconscious. And when she fall down, she will fall down so bad. And when she went to the hospital, she lost memory. And she has the biggest wallet in the brain. They have to flee her to France. From USA to France. But what never happened. In 2 days, her memory came back and she went down. And she called me and told me about the dream she saw. I give her Quran in French. And that's it. And he leaves the people. Because be careful when you do da'wah to shaitan make you believe you are the one. It's very easy. Wallahi, it's very easy. You make da'wah, but you make da'wah to yourself. You make da'wah to your ego. You make da'wah to your intellect. You make da'wah to your own shaitan. Another thing you have to know. Human being full of shayateen. Their shayateen won't deceive them. But when a person talk to me, no, I don't believe you. You are a good man. You are a human being. You come from Adam. It's your shaitan. How I can fight your shaitan? Again, generosity, kindness, a gift, ice cream. Wallahi, more powerful than anything. Imagine if you're famous, everybody coming to the masjid get a coconut. Wallahi, the buses will come extra. Just coconut and ice cream. Imagine if you serve people. Wallahi, you serve people is more powerful than any lecture. But with what? With the intention. Oh Allah. By the way, you know what is it? Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Sacrifice the power. Imagine you have a budget. And this budget, very limited. You cut a big portion for that. You go to a coconut big store and tell them, I want 100 coconut daily. And this coming from your budget. Who know that? Allah Jalla Jalal. You find out this coconut become blessing coconut. Mubarak. Like Zamzam. Why? Because you're sacrificed. This will not be a regular coconut. Oh Allah, make every coconut the person drink it to cause the guidance in his heart. And now you have the ilm of Tawheed. Now you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not talk. Ilm of Tawheed people talk today. Ilm of Tawheed, remember, you are nothing. You are nothing. You're only a spoon if Allah uses you. Don't ever think it's my intellect. Because you do not know. By this way, how you know who's ready? It's very simple. The one is united to you is ready. The one you run after is not ready. Because the one you're running after is your nafs. Is your nafs and ego. You won't give her down. I won't give her. I won't give him. Who tell you that? Is Jibreel tell you? No. Mikael? No. Israfil? No. Who tell you? Is your nafs. But if Allah send you somebody, and all of us, oh brother, oh sister, can you explain to me about Islam? Now you know this. You can a daily call to be in the front of the masjid with a straw and everything, very nice. And every time a bus coming for a non-Muslim, give them a coconut. Let them drink. Okay? Some juice. Whatever it is. Who's watching that? Allah. You see, a Muslim, you deal with Allah. You're not dealing with people. Because you're not the opener. Allah is the opener, Fattah. I do not own the heart of the people. Allah owns the heart. For example, I look at you and I said, Allah, you are the owner of the heart. I do not own her heart. Oh, Allah, open for her. Now all of a sudden, something is blocked. I have to respect Allah. But doesn't mean it's blocked. I deal with you in a bad manner. No, still, I will deal with you with good manner and make dua for you. But do I have to win? I do not have to win nothing. You understand now or no? Everyone get it? I bear witness to Allah. Be careful. You can do da'wah to Allah, but actually you're working for yourself. You're not working for Allah. You do da'wah to your brain and ego and arrogance. Be careful, wallahi. We have no Jibreel with us. But we don't ever believe there is a way. Who said that? A lot of zikr, a lot of dua. Ya Hakim, Ya Hadi, Ya Tawwab, Ya Fattah, Ya Latif, Ya Allah, Ya Nur. And if you keep doing that and you want it, Allah will open for you.
Thank you. Very interesting. I just want to carry on from what you were saying about the French woman and the Japanese, where they don't have any belief in any religion. So, from there we'll go on to this. From your experience, giving talks all over the world, especially in the US, are there different approaches to take when talking to Europeans or Americans or Indians or Japanese or Malaysians? Are there issues that are particular to each of them that may help us in our da'wah work? I mean, we don't want to be stepping on anybody's toes. Thank you.
Sure is very simple. Again, for example, Japanese is 100% atheist. Even if they claim they are Buddhist, 99% they do not even know anything about Buddhist. They do not know nothing, or Chinese or Korean. It's just a title. What about European? Even if they put a big cross and this and that, they do not know nothing about Christianity. They are full of dunya. Everybody's dunya. And everybody's ignorant. Don't talk about religion at all. Wallahi, don't talk about religion at all. Don't think about Islam at all. You know, we forget something. It happened in the beginning of Mecca. Called تأليف القلوب. تأليف القلوب. When you look in the verse in the Quran about zakah, part of zakah for مؤلفة قلوبهم. Allah commanded the Muslim to give zakah to تأليف القلوب. Not charity, zakat. By the way, a lot of people forget the first pillar of da'wah is ta'leef. What it means? I cannot come to you. Do you want Islam? Do you want No. What's your name? I see you sweating again. And now, this will lead me again to Basira. If I have a few questions, I can sense, is this person full of dunya? Is he educated Christian? Or he just carries some stereotype? And again, the majority of people are atheists. They have no concept of creator. That's why I cannot start like that. This again, it comes little by little with experience. Okay? Do you remember in Surah Al-Baqarah when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about what? Al-Hikmah. What is Hikmah? Wisdom. Where are you going to get Hikmah? From me? Wallahi. If you have 100,000 scholars come and talk to you today or every day, you will never have it. Allah is Hakim. He's the owner of wisdom. And He said, whoever أوتي الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا. وما يتذكر إلا أولو الألباب. Hikmah is a gift. Allah, He give it to whom He wants. This is the ultimate. How many of us, when you go to da'wah, you keep saying, Ya Hakim, Ya Hakim, Ya Hakim. Oh Allah, put hikmah in my tongue. Oh Allah, don't let me talk for nothing. Oh Allah, tell me, Ya Allah. Now you are Abdullah. If you are Abdullah, Allah will give you hikmah. You will sense. You will sense. Now you have a lot of people with hate. A lot of hate against us. You won't fix all this in a few minutes. But who can fix it? Again, why Allah will fix it for me? If He won't give you a gift. Because if Allah uses one person for you to guide you, what it means, I will tell you the truth, Wallah. I spent 12 years doing da'wah and zero result. Zero result. To the point I used to say, Allah, give me one person and take me. I want only one person to embrace Islam by me and take me, Allah. This is what I need. I do not need anything in life except this. And what I do? Job, no job. Money, no money. This, that, day and night, day and night. You see, today what happened? Oh, we have some work today. Oh, my daughter going to ballet. My daughter go to piano. You want Allah to open for you? Huh? When the da'wah to Allah above everybody, this is the time. When deep inside, I come to here and said, Allah, I have appointment with you, Ya Allah. You bring me in here, Ya Allah. Give me one person, Ya Allah. Give me one person, Ya Allah. Imagine now, somebody pull you from a job or whatever, until you come tomorrow to Masjid Wilayah, is a prince from Saudi Arabia or the God whatever coming. Every volunteer get $1 million cash, but we do not know what time. What will happen? Imagine now, no, I made a mistake. You come to Masjid Wilayah in the morning, sometime during the day, this prince will give you a well of oil. Take it, oil well. You will fall sick. You will say, I have a wedding. My kids, I have to drop them to the school. No way. Do you think you will go home? Huh? Okay, which one is higher? A well of oil, $1 million, or if Allah use you to guide one person? But do we believe in that? Forgive me, we do not believe in that. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. Okay, you're leaving your home, and your wife tell you, you go to Masjid Wilayah, don't come here anymore, I'm going to give you a divorce. Let it go. We have appointment with Allah. And later on, Allah is the owner of the heart. He will change condition. But this job is not volunteer. No. You have to take it as a job, as duty, as an honor between you and Allah. Day and night, day and night. You're not working for anybody. You work for Allah. Do you know this place? Wallahi, it needs one heart. One heart begging Allah, oh Allah, don't let the buses coming in here and leaving empty, Allah. Do you know one person one time, he told me, if you want to do da'wah, you divided the groups. Think about it, or 10, 15 people. Give me some money, give me some money, give me some money, give me some money. We take this money and give it to poor people. With the intention, oh Allah, accept our effort. With the blessing of these poor people crying and make dua for you and for us. Right? With charity, coconut, sacrifice money. I'm not kidding, wallahi. Even if it's the last money in your pocket. Be serious, because the amount of reward is very high. And you don't know if you're going to live tomorrow. This is Iman. This is Tawheed. Is that Tawheed? Is that a token? No. And after that, listen to me carefully. This is a combination now. Some of you, for example, do 3. I have a back problem and my back is this. Come on. 2 of you sit down in the musalla, do zikr and dua, non-stop until we finish. Make dua for the non-Muslim, make dua for us. Right? So people doing what? Zikr and dua for everybody. Right? So some people doing zikr. Some people go do charity. Some people get the coconut and sweet. Some people doing the da'wah. This is da'wah. This is da'wah. Wallahi, alladhi la ilaha illa hu. You do like that, you will see this place like full of angels, full of light, full of nur. Rahmah will come down. And now the people will come be affected. Because don't forget again, who will affect them? Allah. Who will open their heart? Allah. Why He will open His heart? He's the heart of them for you. Because Allah will give you a piece of gift. How big is the gift? One person. One person. Better for you than a whole earth and what it contains. And let me give you something else. Go to a book called At-Tadhkirah. At-Tadhkirah is a book by Imam Qurtubi about death. When I was reading this book, the first time in my life, I discovered something. Whom is the people can be saved in the day of judgment? Among them, if Allah uses you to guide a person. And now, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, coming and take your hand to Allah and make shafa'ah for you. What else do you want? What else do you want? Honest to Allah, we do not get it yet. We do not get it yet. Don't say I'm a volunteer. I don't like this word. I'm a worker for Allah. Can you find a businessman or a boss better than Allah? Huh? Can you find? Do you think working for somebody and he will give you a paycheck every week or every month, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not give you? Astaghfirullah al-azim. This is poverty of iman. This poverty of tawheed. You work for Allah, Allah work for you. You sacrifice for sabilillah, Allah make you happy. This is your power. You understand me? By the way, all the questions, believe it or not, it leads you back to Allah. Because people is coming again with hate, with stereotype, with this, with that. How are you going to do it? Only Allah can change the heart. I cannot every time I see you come, I want to give you a lecture about da'wah. The bus will leave in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You see, you have to be critical. What you want, give them in 5 minutes. You won't give them what I show you. A look with coconut and dua. Go. And now, who you believe in whom? You believe in Allah. Which one now is more powerful? A conversation and argue? Or is he happy and you beg Allah to put in their heart something? At-Tadhkirah by Imam al-Qurtubi. Everyone really should read it. It's about death. There's nothing to do about da'wah. But you see, if you want to do da'wah, you have to know you're going to die and meet Allah.
So da'wah is preparation for death. Is that what you were saying?
No, da'wah is a business.
It's a business. Oh.
It is a big business. I tell you, more than oil well.
More than one. Okay. Okay. Now, this is a very popular question, especially now. It's in several parts, and I'm going to add a little bit to that. Number 9. How do you explain the divide between Sunnis and Shias and Sufis? Why is there such an enmity? And how can we explain to the visitor that in spite of Muslims behaving in a divisive way, Islam actually promotes peace and unity? Because you keep saying Islam, salam, peace. And then the Europeans or the non-Muslims say, what's happening in Egypt? All those going on. So how do we answer that?
You see, today we miss something very powerful. When you look at the Quran has 2 styles of verses. One verse is, Ya ayyuhan nas, O you people. And you have verses, Ya ayyuhan ladina amanu, this regulation. Today, a non-Muslim coming, ask me about a hukm or something in Islam and I won't give him fiqh. It doesn't work. Again, you have very short time. And you have to understand, even as a Muslim, bye-bye Muslim, coming ask me. Like I told you before, imagine a guy from Yemen. He tells me, I recite Quran, I did Hajj, my mother is whatever, but you own an alcohol shop. And you tell me, is alcohol haram or halal? Do you think you need my answer? By the way, you have to understand, some people ask you the question only for one cause, to generate an argue. That's it. Can I be a fool and be a trap like a mice? They give me a piece of cheese and I run. This called, but this you need to study with people. It's called fiqh al-hal. Fiqh al-hal meaning the fiqh of the condition. You have to understand the condition, the time, where you are, who you are, with whom you're talking. By this way, all this question, the people who will answer it or asking question, they all want argue. And what I do, I tell them, listen, we are a criminal, the message is true. Don't look at us. Don't look at us. And if you want, you have Sheikh Google. You know Sheikh Google? I tell them, go to Sheikh Google, keep going, searching. Who's Shia, who's Sunni, who's this? Keep searching. And again, make dua for them. If the person looking for fitna, Allah will give him fitna. If the person looking for guidance, Allah will give him guidance. And the 5 minutes between me and you, we have the coconut and we go happy and salamu alaykum. Because we cannot, again, this topic can take weeks and argue. Do you want to leave with argue?
Okay, I'm going to jump to question 15 because I get this a lot and I always like, how do I answer this? They always ask, because everybody believes that people of your religion will go to heaven and those who are not of your religion go to hell. Every religion says that. So they always ask, how do you explain that the non-believers will go to hell? So they will ask us, like, so you think I'm going to hell because I'm not a Muslim? So they say that. And then the other part of the question is, what if they are good people like Mother Teresa and they do not harm others and all their life they just do good things? Do they go to hell?
Believe it or not, I'm going to give you a piece of knowledge. Allah bear witness, I heard it from a priest. I heard it from a big priest in Europe. As he find Mother Teresa's diary, she embraced Islam before she died, but hidden. And they take these pieces and completely get it away. But don't worry about that. The one who created them, he knows where is he going. The one who created them, he knows where is he going. And you make dua. But for you, if you want the answer, you go to Surah Al-Kahf. Chapter Al-Kahf. Okay? And if you want chapter Al-Kahf, verse 101 to 106, it gives you the answer. But this for you is not for them. Okay? You remember also the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam when people ask him, O Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, who will be tortured in the hell Jahannam less? Do you remember who? Two. The most least people will have severe torture in Jahannam is two. Who's that? Abu Talib and who else? And Hatim al-Ta'i. Hatim al-Ta'i, he's the most generous man in Arabic Peninsula before Islam. And he said, my uncle for supporting the da'wah, and Hatim al-Ta'i because his generosity. By the way, this is now the Jews of a lot of nur and basira by Allah, belong to many ahadith and many ayat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you look, He promised He will not give guidance to zalimeen. He will not give guidance to zalimeen, to fasiqeen, to mutakabbirin. Certain quality, He will not give them guidance. Right? So if you see a person with a lot of arrogance and stingy, leave them alone. Don't even try. Muslim and non-Muslim. Leave them alone. Arrogant and stingy. Don't try. Humble and humility with generosity. When you see somebody has good quality and manner, most likely. But again, go back to your point. By the way, when somebody asks me this question, we know what Quran said. But do I have to smack you and give it to you? No. Why? The person is still alive. By the way, when you are conversating with me, yes, you are a kafir. Are you going to Jahannam? I don't know.